If your belly keeps growing after 60, no matter what you eat or how much you walk it might not be your food. I have seen patients who exercised daily and ate clean de pas, but their belly fat kept increasing every single month. When we ran their blood work PED, 5 specific vitamin levels came back dangerously low. And the moment we corrected those deficiencies per O, their body started responding for the first time in years. Today, I am going to share those exact 5 vitamins with you, how'd, with the studies behind each one. One of these vitamins, number 4, is so commonly missed that most doctors never even test for it. If you are over 60 and frustrated with belly fat buying, this video might finally explain what is actually going wrong. Stay with me till the end, because I will also tell you exactly which blood tests to ask your doctor for. Today we are going to discuss 5 hidden vitamin deficiencies that quietly grow belly fat after the age of 60. In which session we will go through each vitamin one by one, with real studies and real numbers behind every single claim. Let me start with the deficiency I see the most in my practice, Perdo, and it is probably the last thing you would connect to belly fat. Let us begin with the first one, vitamin D, and this is the one I see most often in my older patients. A large study from the Netherlands with over 7,600 participants found a direct link between low vitamin D and high belly fat. The connection is simple. Vitamin D controls a hormone called leptin, which tells your brain when to stop eating and when to stop storing fat. When your vitamin D drops, leptin goes silent, and your body keeps storing fat around your organs without any hunger signal telling it to stop. And here is what makes this worse after 60. Your skin produces 75% less vitamin D from sunlight than it did at age 20. So even if you are walking outside every morning, your body simply cannot make enough on its own anymore. I have had patients who spent years blaming their diet, and the real problem was sitting in their blood work the entire time. Now this next one, magnesium, is something I wish more doctors would test for routinely. Now let us move to the second deficiency, magnesium, and this one is a silent disaster for your metabolism. A study from the Qatar Biobank scanned 1,000 adults with DEXA, the gold standard for measuring body fat, and the results were striking. Every measurable increase in magnesium levels was linked to lower total body fat, lower trunk fat, and lower abdominal fat. And they also found that low magnesium increased the risk of metabolic syndrome by 30%. Magnesium is required by over 300 enzymes in your body, and many of those enzymes are directly responsible for burning fat and controlling blood sugar. When magnesium drops, your insulin stops working properly. Glucose stays elevated, and your body converts that extra sugar straight into visceral fat. And the real problem, over 56% of adults already have suboptimal magnesium levels, and most of them have no idea. Processed food, refined grains, certain blood pressure medications, they all drain magnesium from your body quietly over the years. What I am about to share next is a vitamin most people have never even heard of in the context of belly fat. Now here is where it gets interesting. The third deficiency, vitamin B1, also called thiamine, and almost nobody talks about this one. A study from Wuhan University tested 887 adults, average age 60.7, and measured their blood vitamin B levels against 4 different types of obesity. The results shocked even the researchers. Seniors with the lowest B1 levels had more than double the visceral fat compared to those with the highest levels. The vitamin B1 is your body's spark plug for energy metabolism. Without it, your cells cannot convert food into fuel, so they convert it into stored fat instead. And after 60, your body absorbs less B1 from food. Alcohol depletes it further, and several common medications interfere with it directly. Let me tell you about a real case, Anne, because this is where the research becomes personal. I remember a patient, 63 years old, active, ate well, but kept gaining belly fat, and her B1 was critically low on her blood panel. Within 2 months of addressing that single deficiency with her physician, her waist measurement dropped by almost 2 inches. Now pay close attention, Fuyo, because this 4th deficiency is the one that gets missed the most. Now number 4. This is the one I mentioned in the beginning, the one most doctors miss, vitamin B12. A registered dietitian from the medical offices of Manhattan said it clearly. B12 plays a key role in fat metabolism, and a deficiency could cause excess fat storage in the midsection. A study published in Nutrients found compelling evidence that low B12 disrupts fat regulation through epigenetic mechanisms, meaning it actually changes how your genes handle fat. And here's the part that hits hardest for anyone over 60. Your stomach acid production drops significantly with age. B12 needs stomach acid to be absorbed, so even if you are eating eggs and meat every day, your body may not be pulling enough B12 from that food. Studies estimate that up to 43% of older adults are deficient in B12, and most of them feel tired, but never connect it to belly fat. If you are vegetarian or take acid reflux medication, your risk goes even higher. And this is something a simple blood test can reveal in minutes. This last vitamin is going to surprise you, Pow. It surprised me when I first saw the clinical trial results. Now the 5th and final deficiency, and this is the one that genuinely surprised me when I first came across the research, vitamin K2. Most people know vitamin K for blood clotting, but K2 does something completely different inside your body. A 3-year clinical trial gave 214 postmenopausal women aged 55 to 65 just 180 micrograms of vitamin K2 daily. The women who responded well showed a measurable decrease in abdominal fat mass and a decrease in estimated visceral fat area compared to the placebo group. K2 works by activating a protein called osteocalcin, which increases adiponectin, your body's own fat-burning hormone. And almost nobody supplements K2. It is not in most multivitamins, and it is rarely found in modern processed diets. The foods that contain K2 are fermented foods like natto, certain aged cheeses, and grass-fed animal products, which most seniors do not eat regularly. Now that you have seen all 5 painon, I need you to understand what to do next for Do, because knowledge alone does not change your body. So now you know all 5: vitamin D, magnesium, B1, B12, and K2. 5 deficiencies that could be quietly growing your belly fat from the inside. But here is what I want you to actually do with this information. Do not just start buying supplements randomly from a store. Go to your doctor. Ask for a comprehensive blood panel. Specifically request vitamin D, magnesium, B1, B12, and if possible, K2 markers. Once you know your actual levels, your doctor can guide you on the exact dosage and form that works for your body. I have watched patients go from years of frustration to real measurable change, DeFau, and it started with 1 blood test. I have seen patients completely transform their belly fat situation, not by eating less, but by finally fixing what was missing in their blood. If this helped you understand something new today, share it with someone over 60 who is struggling, because they deserve to know this too.